Ready to get underway here. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Hall. I'll be doing the play-by-play. Working with me tonight, my broadcast partner, Pedro Garcia. And Pedro, thanks for joining us tonight. Looking forward to doing the game, and we got a great one tonight.
Thank you for the invite. It's having fun.
All right, I want to thank, before we get started, our two title sponsors here on Oregon Sports Beat for Newport Cubs games. The first is Clearwater Restaurant. Clearwater Restaurant is proud to sponsor the defending state champion Newport High School soccer team. Clearwater Restaurant is on the Newport waterfront. They're actually on the bayfront, and they give you one-of-a-kind experience with breathtaking views, playful sea lions, and award-winning gourmet food. Outdoor and indoor dining, full bar and lounge. Here's to a great year on and off the field from your friends at Clearwater. And our other great title sponsor is Canyon Way Dental. Canyon Way Dental is focused on providing families with the most comfortable dental care on the Oregon coast. Dr. Hewlett and his experienced staff are ready to help you with all of your dental needs and ongoing dental health. Just about ready to get this one underway. Newport Cubs, they are in their red. They're in their red shorts, their blue jerseys with white trim, white lettering. Stayton Eagles, they are in their black trunks. They are in white jerseys, and they have black lettering. If you want a couple of players to watch, of course, for the Cubs, number 21, first-team All-State player Jose Gonzalez, who scored that goal last week when we were up in Seaside and did that game, a 1-0 win for the Cubs over a very good Seaside team. And, of course, first-team All-State goalie Luis Reyes, who played brilliantly in that game. Cubs have played 2 games against 4A teams. They have 2 shutouts. Luis Reyes has both of them. Ready to get this game underway. There's the whistle, and we'll get started here at Newport High School. Eagles with the ball. Eagles are a very, very physical team, very, very offensive team. They like to push the ball forward. Last year they beat the Cubs 7-1, and even though that was a huge defeat, it turned the Cubs' seasons around. Because after that, they kind of regrouped, made a couple of changes, and it was nothing but uphill from there. Free kick. There's a kick. Headed away, and that's going to go out. Throw in coming up for the Eagles. Thanks for joining us here at Newport. We'll be bringing you Cub action all season long. Last night we were at Marshall High School and we brought you the game between Central Catholic and Grant, won by Central Catholic 2-1. That was a great matchup of the number 1 and 2 teams in the state. This is the number 2 and 3 teams at 4A. Throw in coming up. On the throw in for Stayton, number 14. Omar Renteria. Eagles moving from our right to our left. Cubs from our left to our right. Cubs. Number 8 there at midfield that you saw with the ball, that's Tristan Wolf. When the Cubs are at their best, that's Jose Gonzalez, number 21. He sets things up. There's a play that goes out. I want to tell you about one of our great sponsors, and that's OSAA Eye Care. OSAA Eye Care is dedicated to the community and to the highest standard of eye care available. Throw-in coming up for Stayton. They got to go a long way out there across the track to go get the ball. And there's another ball that goes out. Stayton will go get that. Anything you see so far, Pedro?
But I think everything is set up good. I see the formations from Newport Cubs, and 4-4-2. And I see the formation from Eagles and Stayton, and 4-3-2.
All right, Pedro joining us. He's a longtime soccer player, played professionally. We're going to rely on your insight. Another ball out. You can see Jose Gonzalez down there on the back line, and he's directing everybody where he wants them. Senior, first team All-State last year. Him and Luis Reyes, both first team All-State. Just underway. Newport High School, the Cubs, the Stayton Eagles. Throw in coming up. The ball goes out. Throw in coming up for the Eagles. Cubs beat the Eagles last year in the state championship game 2-1, but Stayton has been to the state championship game now 3 times in the last 4 years and lost every single time. Big kick across midfield, headed back by the Eagles. And Gonzalez kicks that out the side. The players on the Cubs team call Jose Gonzalez Chapito. So if you hear anybody yelling that down on the field, that's Jose.
That's his nickname, Chapito.
Throw in for the Eagles again. We've yet to have the Cubs mount a serious attack. Racing forward for the Cubs that time, that was number 7, and that's Oscar Hernandez. There's the ball forward. And the Cubs will send it back. And that goes out. That goes out off number 11, Alex Aparicio. Long kick forward. Cubs got a man back there. Can't get forward enough though. That's number 10. That's Juan Lopez. And that ball sent back and it's going to go out. Throwing coming up for the Eagles. We're 7 minutes into the first half. 2 40-minute halves here. These two teams both play in the Oregon West Conference, which is loaded this year. These two teams, Woodburn is in this league, the best 5A team in the state last year. And that will go out. Throw in coming up for Stayton. There's a throw in right in front of the goal. A header went wide left. And that's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick coming up for Stayton. Everybody's set. There's the kick, a high kick to the back. And that ball loose, picked up by the Cubs. Stayton moves forward. Ball in midfield. Stayton sends it back. There's a long kick. Cubs don't have anybody forward. And number 10, Juan Lopez out there. Nice high kick from the goalie. Pedro, the Cubs haven't gotten forward much and not much on offense right now.
Now they're kicking the ball so much and they don't pass it very quick. And one striker is not going to help so much because they need attacking groups. So that's why the objective for this Newport.
Last two times they've been forward, they've only had one striker down there. Now the Cubs have a couple of players forward.
You can see the line in the 4.
And that ball taken away, and that stays in. Dave Hall, Pedro Garcia bringing you exciting Newport Cub action here. Home game with Stayton Eagles. Each of these teams have played 2 games, Pedro, and the Cubs have scored 3 goals in those 2 games. Stayton has scored 12.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember good memories. Those teams playing against each other for the last 2 years. Amazing games.
Early on last year, Stayton beat Newport 7-0. There's a shot behind the goal. And the Cubs came back here late in the season and lost to Stayton 2-1 in a game many people thought that the Cubs outplayed Stayton, and that kind of turned things around and got the Cubs some momentum to get to the state championship and win that game. Ball in front. There's a weak shot. Luis Reyes comes down with it. Reyes, nice long kick. They'll send that back to the goalie. Low kick. Throw in coming up for the Eagles. There's the throw, and that's headed out of bounds. That ball goes out, another throw in. We've had a lot of throw-ins already.
So many. Now you can tell they switch at 2 strikers already. It's moving like number 7 and number 10. So we'll see. Those make a little difference.
Oscar Jimenez and Alex Aparicio move forward as the strikers. Throw-in coming up for the Cubs. In front.
Oh. Good call for the referee.
Kick coming up for Luis Reyes. And a whistle. player slow getting up that time for Stayton. That's number 7, and that's Jason Esparza. Gonzalez takes that ball away and a whistle. Free kick coming up for Stayton. Did you see what the call was then?
There's a call, a previous foul for number 16 for Newport Cubs.
There's a foul on the Eagles. And they'll leave that ball for Luis Reyes. Number 12 with the ball up there for the Cubs. That's Kai Daniels. Sends it forward. Alex Aparicio. Tristan Wolf sends it forward. Nobody out there. And the goalie goes out and gets that and kicks it out of bounds. In net for the Stayton Eagles, that's number 70, and that's Ivan Palaio. He's a junior. Of course, the goalkeeper for the Cubs, Luis Reyes, he's a senior. Second team All-State as a sophomore, first team All-State as a junior. Has been brilliant. There's a long shot. Goalie goes up and gets that. "15 minutes now into the first half. No score. Newport Cubs, Stayton Eagles. Reverse the field, send that over, and too far ahead and out. It was intended for Alex Aparicio. Throw in. Eagles. Aparicio sends it back. And that will go out. And Aparicio, he'll leave that. Throw in coming up. That's number 20 for the Cubs. Jorge Barrios. And that kick is out. And they'll send that ball back to Reyes. Stayton with the ball. Nice footwork that time. That was number 9. That's David Ramirez.
Now Chapito has the ball.
Jose Gonzalez forward. A whistle. Be a free kick coming up for the Cubs, and they move everybody forward. Gonzalez sends it across. That's number 30. That's Brian Tapia. And there was a shot. Reyes had moved to the left side and he kind of slipped a little bit, but he was still able just to get a hand on it, deflected enough.
I think he was very lucky after that beautiful pass from number 14 between number 30, and that's an amazing pass, so Cubs can be in danger.
Reyes with a kick. And that ball goes out of bounds. Throw in coming up for the Cubs. Kai Daniels will throw it in. Down the side, on the left wing, Cubs with the ball. And the pass broken up and goes out.
Good idea. But they need a little more crossing balls when they attack 3 or 4 people so they can make good
I want to tell you about Central Coast Soccer Association. Central Coast Soccer is proud to sponsor the Cubs. CCSA provides recreational youth soccer throughout Lincoln County, spring and fall leagues for players starting at age 4. Throw in coming up for the Cubs. There's the throw in. They send it back. That's Tristan Wolf. Taken away, and throw in coming up for the Eagles. We're halfway through the first half, 20 minutes down. A long ball forward. And the Cubs send it back to midfield. Stayton has 4 defenders back, and the Cubs only have 1 player forward. The odds are just not working out.
That's what I'm talking about early. So they need to tag a couple more people to be pushing up.
As you can see, the Cubs have 7 players back.
Coach Oliver likes defense a lot.
And that's going to go out. Throw in coming up for the Eagles.
Stayton is taking his time.
Throw in coming up for the Cubs. Nice long throw in. And that goes out. So Eagles on the throw in. This is number 10, Jair Navarro. And we'll do it all over again. Navarro moves up a few feet. There's a cross, hits the left crossbar, or the left upright. Reyes. No score here. First half action. We're 22 minutes into the first half. Cubs nothing, Eagles nothing. That goes out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. It went out off number 16. That's Alan Isla Ruiz.
They look like Chepito Gonzalez is moved to the middle field, so they have a little more attack. So now
Cubs push the ball forward. They've got a couple of players forward. They got 4 players forward. Can't get anything into the middle. Goal kick coming up. This is Ivan Paleo. Up. Taken by another player. Throw in for the Cubs into Wolf. Tried the little give and go there. Wolf with the ball. Sends it ahead. Oscar Jimenez. Paleo with a goal kick. Whistle. Free kick coming up for the Eagles right at midfield. There's a long kick right in the middle, headed away at the last moment. Nice job inside defensively by number 20, Jorge Barrios. And a throw-in coming up for the Eagles. There's a throw in front. Luis Reyes gets the ball.
So yeah, Chepito's moving like a striker now, probably for the last 20 minutes.
He moves all over the field. And there's a shot back. They leave the ball for Reyes. Reyes sent it forward. Neither goalie's had to make anywhere near a great save so far. There's been nothing that's been a great shot. The team's just going back and forth up and down the field. Not a whole lot of play at midfield either.
Yeah, there's so many kicks back and forth only. It's pretty much the high school play.
Eagles, this is number 10 on the kick. Jair Navarro sends it in front, headed away again. Nice job defensively by the Cubs. That is Jorge Barrios, number 20. He's played in the middle on a couple of plays down the middle and broken those up. Ball takes a big bounce. They send it back to Luis Reyes. Reyes will throw it off on the left wing. That's Kai Daniels. Daniels sends it forward too far and cleared out. So a throw-in coming up for the Cubs. That's Jose Gonzalez. Tried to get the ball into the middle, had a player in there in the middle, just couldn't get it to him. That was Oscar Jimenez in the middle that time. That might have been their best scoring opportunity so far, the best setup they've had for somebody.
That was perfect time for Cubs.
In front, cleared away. There's the ball ahead. Gonzalez over in the left corner. He's got nobody else. Now he does. Oscar Jimenez is in the middle. and kicked out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for Stayton.
Beautiful pass from Newport to Jose Gonzalez. Too bad doesn't finish in goal.
Nice rush down the left side by Gonzalez. Reyes kicks that one away. Throw in coming up for the Eagles. That's Gonzalez with the ball knocked down. Free kick coming up for the Cubs. Set to midfield to Wolf. Back, Tristan Wolf. Taken away. Stayton has a player, and he's still with the ball. Barrios on the defense. Barrios clears it away.
Good, excellent job from the defense, number 20, Barrios. Excellent.
Jorge Barrios with a great job defensively that time. And we're 30 minutes into the first half, 10 minutes remaining in the first half. What's going on here? I can't.
No, I can see either. I try to look at it in the corner
I think
kick.
they went.
It's a corner kick, probably.
They had to go back behind the goal and get a ball because the other ball is there. There comes one. Somebody threw it back onto the field. It must have been a long way away. Is this a corner kick coming up? I believe it is.
Yeah, looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be a corner kick for the Eagles. Taking the kick for the Eagles is going to be number 14, and that is Oscar Renteria. Whoop. He kicked the ball before. I don't think the referee had blown the whistle to start the play, so he blew another one to stop it.
He wasn't ready yet.
So Renteria puts the ball back down. There's the whistle now to go ahead and start the play. Renteria with a kick, a long kick. Luis Reyes up right near the crossbar and tipped it away. Great job defensively. Wasn't a hard kick, but that ball was fading into the net. Throw in coming up for the Eagles on the other side of the field. Eagles with the ball. Good job defensively down there by the Cubs. Number 16 defensively for the Cubs, and that is Alan Islas Ruiz. Another throw in coming up for the Eagles. And a foul on the Eagles. Be a free kick coming up for the Cubs. Somebody got shoved down. Reyes. Reyes kind of measuring where he wants to kick this. And kicks it out to midfield. There's a whistle. A trip. It's going to be a free kick coming up for the Cubs. Somebody knocked down number 18, Renee Peterson. Wolf with the kick forward. Gonzalez, it just went over Gonzalez's head. Jose Gonzalez had positioned himself right in the middle. Nice pass back that time. Cubs with the ball. Going to send it back to Reyes. Reyes to Barrios. The Cubs move forward. $18 there in the middle for the Cubs now. Rene Peterson. There's a shot forward. Cubs get forward, and the offside sign goes up. Oscar Jimenez offside. That ball's going to go out. Throw in coming up for the Eagles. 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. By the way, that's unofficial. We don't have an actual running game clock. We have the time of day, but I estimate it to be 5 minutes left here in the first half. No score. Newport Cubs 0, Stayton Eagles 0. I guess I should say 0-0, right?
No.
0-0. Okay. Throw in. I didn't see what that call was.
I don't know either.
Signaling.
Some kind of substitutions probably, or
they're going to throw it in, and they're going to throw it in. Let's see. There's the throw in. Throw in coming up. Eagles. You're right, Pedro, about Jose Gonzalez. He's all over the field. Sometimes he's on the left side, sometimes on the right, sometimes back on defense, sometimes forward. Coach Richardson says wherever he's playing on the field, he's the best player at that point.
At that point, yeah.
There he is there on the right side. Sends it forward. Cubs can't get it. The goalie comes out.
Good idea.
Ivan Pelea, the goalie, comes out.
And the goalie was ready to stop that.
Nice play by the goalie, Ivan Pelea. Reyes is going to come out, kicks that one away. Good job by Reyes that time.
That's one of his qualities. He always read the play.
Another throw-in coming up for Stayton. Reyes always gets really good position. And that ball is going to go out. Well, we got a second. I want to tell you about La Roca Del Mar Mexican Restaurant. It's in Newport. Come and enjoy what we serve. Good burritos, tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, and a good drink to go with that. Fresh food made every day. La Roca Del Mar Mexican Restaurant. Going to be a corner kick coming up for the Eagles. Corner kick from the right. There's the kick, low, and headed away. We're here, Morrow Field, on the campus of Newport High School. The Cubs, the Stayton Eagles. No score. We have about 3 minutes left here in the first half. Reyes out of the net. He's got a couple of Eagles surrounding him, so he jumps up and grabs the ball. That could have been dangerous. And we got a player down. It's one of the Cubs. While we got a second, I want to tell you about Schooner Landing. Welcome to the friendliest vacation resort on the Central Oregon coast. Cape Cod-style condominiums of Schooner Landing offer complete functional amenities to give you the relaxation you're looking for. Make your stay in Newport, Oregon unforgettable. Nightly and weekly rentals are available. My producer, Ryan Johnson, and I, we're going to stay there tonight. We have in the past. It's a great place. All right, can you see the number on the player that's down? I can't right now. It's one of the Cubs, and it's just off to the left side of the net. No word. All the players have backed up. Well, we got a second, Pedro. We got a couple of minutes left here in the before halftime. Stayton's been pressing the ball forward and has had a couple of opportunities, but can't get anything going. On the other hand, Newport has not really been able to press the ball forward very much. Do both teams, do they try to hang on now, or does somebody try to get a goal before halftime?
I think most of the game, Stayton has the control pretty much. Newport is kicking, but no chances. Anyway, so Stayton taking very slowly, and I think the game's gonna be fun in the second half.
All right, a couple of players are helping that player off the field. Must be an ankle, and we still haven't been able to get a number. Ryan, can you get a number on that? Can you see that on the camera? Okay.
No, it's too
We're not
hard.
going to speculate who that is. We'll just wait.
Number 20.
It's number 20, and that's Jorge Barrios, who's done such a great job on defense in the middle, so the Cubs can ill afford to lose him. Barrios, number 20. He is a senior defenseman. Played well on defense tonight. So kick coming up by Luis Reyes. There was timeout on the field there, so it looks to me like we got a couple more minutes to go here in the first half. Nice long kick by Reyes right to midfield. Peterson knocked that ball forward. Kai Daniels, Cubs, and that ball goes out. Cubs to throw it in. Daniels will throw it in. Cubs in the corner, and that goes out, and it'll be a throw in for the Cubs. Now the Cubs move forward. They got just about everybody forward. Oscar Hernandez. Number 4 up front, that's Christopher Arzola Guzman. Guzman after the ball, whistle. Players on the team call him Cristo. A kick. A long kick forward in the middle. Cubs had 3 players down there, but couldn't get anybody on the ball. A collision. Peterson goes down, no whistle. Referee says play on. Nice breakup in there that time by Peterson as they tried to get the ball in the middle. I'm sorry, it was Tristan Wolf, number 8, not 18. Daniels. That's Wolf, number 8. There was a shove. It's going to be a free kick coming up for the Cubs. That penalty was on number 10 for the Eagles, and that's Navarro. Knocked down Rene Peterson. Gonzalez with a kick towards the middle. Boy, he is accurate with his kicks.
Goal.
Shot, there's a shot and a goal. A goal for the Cubs.
Excellent passing, great definition.
A great kick and then a great header right into the net. And that goal, that is number 10. Number 10 on the goal for the Cubs, and that is Juan Lopez. Assist by who?
19.
Number 19, okay. 19 on the assist, and that is Kevin Colomo. So just as we were talking about trying to get on the board, the Cubs do. They break on top, a goal by Juan Lopez, and the Cubs lead 1-0. That was a beautiful pass.
Whoa. That should be yellow card.
Now that's the second time they've knocked Rene Peterson down.
The same number, to number 18.
Peterson hits the deck, another free kick coming up. This is Gonzalez across the field to Daniels. We're close to the end of the first half here.
I just love soccer. So those kids, Stayton do the whole work, the whole 45 minutes. And the last 2 minutes, Newport just make the goal.
Something happened. Newport found something because they put the ball forward there for the last 2 minutes and they got a goal out of it by Juan Lopez. Our score here at halftime, the Newport Cubs 1, the Stayton Eagles 0. Thanks for joining us here on Oregon Sports Beat. We're proud to be bringing you Cubs soccer. We'll bring you 4 more games this season. And so stick with us. My broadcast partner, Pedro Garcia. Pedro, your thoughts about the first half?
Well, I'm very surprised for all the work that Stayton did in the first half. They make pretty much the whole game. And then Newport have the last 5 minutes, the ball with them, and make excellent pass and excellent and great goal for Newport.
You know, one of the things, a couple of those times getting down there, they had the Eagles had knocked down Rene Peterson. There was a long kick that the Cubs could take, and both times they had Jose Gonzalez take that kick, and both times he put it right in front of the net. That time the ball came down on a rebound, came a little bit out to the side, and circled around. They put the ball right in front of the net, and Juan Lopez just simply headed it in past the goalie.
That's one of the Jose Gonzalez qualities. He kicked the ball very well. He takes his time. So he always tried to find the free player so the guy can have the ball all the time.
All right, want to thank our title sponsors here on Newport Cubs Soccer, Clearwater Restaurant. Clearwater Restaurant is proud to sponsor the defending state champion Newport High School soccer team. Clearwater Restaurant is on Newport's bayfront, and it gives you a one-of-a-kind dining experience with breathtaking views, playful sea lions, and award-winning gourmet food. Outdoor and indoor dining, full bar, and lounge. Here's to a great year on and off the field from your friends at Clearwater. And our other title sponsor, Canyonway Dental. Canyonway Dental is focused on providing families with the most comfortable dental care on the Oregon coast. Dr. Hewlett and his experienced staff are ready to help you with all of your dental needs and your ongoing dental health. We're at halftime here at Newport Newport leads this one over Stayton, 1-0. So, Pedro, you're talking to your team here now at halftime. We're talking to your team. Let's say you're Ollie Richardson, the head coach of the Newport Cubs. As you yourself said, I think they got outplayed for about 35 minutes of the first half, and now all of a sudden you find something that pulls it all together the last 5 minutes to score a goal. What, do you make any changes now?
Well, I think I want to keep that way now. So we just try to control the ball a little longer and find the proper and the right people and try to play from the side so it's easy to make more attack. We know Stayton got hurt, but those long passes from the sides.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try keeping that way is what I do. Yeah, it was Oliver, but we'll see what he thinks.
You have to be a little disappointed if you're Stayton sitting down there in the corner. You kind of dominated this game for most of the game, and you find yourself behind. What are those players? What are they talking about?
Well, pretty much thinking they fix it up, all the why those mistakes happens and why they have the ball for the whole entire game. And one chance the Newport have, they make the goal. So pretty much I think they need a little focus and stay in the game.
All right, want to thank our sponsors. One of our great sponsors is OSAA Care. OSAA Care is dedicated to the community and to the highest standards of eye care available. Also want to tell you about the Central Coast Soccer Association. Central Coast Soccer is proud to support the Newport Cubs. CCSA provides recreational youth soccer throughout Lincoln County. Spring and fall leagues are available for players, and they start as young as age 4. Well, if you haven't had a chance to catch us before on Oregon Sports Beat, we are the high school sports leader in Oregon. We cover all sports. We cover sports all over the state, and we cover all kinds of sports. Last night, we were in Portland. We were at Marshall High School, where we brought you a matchup of the Grant Generals and the Central Catholic Rams. Grant, of course, they are remodeling the high school, and so Grant plays their games at Marshall High School, and that game was a thriller. That game got off to an early start. Grant, those are the number 1 and 2 ranked teams in the state, by the way. They both had won their first matches on the road. Grant had beat the defending state champion Westview, and Central Catholic had beat Jesuit. These are 6A teams. They met last night, and it was 1-1 at halftime. Central Catholic scored a goal late in the second half to win that game 2-1. Tonight we're here in Newport, a 4A soccer matchup. The number 2 and 3 ranked teams in the state, Stayton and the Newport Cubs, and the Cubs lead with this one 1-0. Tomorrow night we'll be in Portland. We'll be at Lincoln High School. We'll feature the Lincoln Cardinal. They won their first game 40-7 over Canby. They will entertain Southridge. I'll be there tomorrow night with Andrew Sharp and Steve Roberts to give you the play-by-play and the call on that game. And then we've got a great game lined up for you on Saturday. We've got a football game. It'll be between the Central Catholic Rams and the East Side Catholic football team. Now you say, that name doesn't sound familiar to me. Well, that's because that is a powerhouse football team in Seattle, and Oregon Sports Beat is going on the road, and we are going to cover that game in Seattle. Now, the start time on the game tomorrow night for Lincoln, that's 7 o'clock start time. Saturday night, we will be in Seattle, and the start time on that game is 6 o'clock. The rest of this month coming up, we have a couple of football games for you every Friday night. We have soccer matchups. We have the Cubs 3 more times this month, and we have a volleyball matchup next week, and that volleyball matchup is between Central Catholic and Barlow. So if you want to know what we're doing on Oregon Sports Beat, go to our website, OregonSportsBeat.com, and we have a listing there of all of the games that we have coming up. Plus, we archive all of our games, and you can watch any past game over the last couple of years. You can watch tonight's game as soon as we get that game put up. The teams now are heading back to the bench. The Stayton Eagles, they were over on the in the end zone, and I can't tell. I think the think the Newport Cubs went inside.
They went inside. They're coming up now. They're getting ready for the second half.
We're just about ready to start this second half again. We don't have an official clock down on the field, but the Cubs scored. That was probably within 2 minutes of the end of the first half on that goal by Juan Lopez. A beautiful goal. That, when you talk about a crossing pass and somebody running in and directing the ball in the net with their head, that's the classic example. So Luis Reyes is back out. He's in front of the net taking a couple of shots. There's the referee's whistle. Wants everybody to get out onto the field. And we're going to get the second half started. La Roca Del Mar is the best Mexican restaurant in Newport, Oregon. Come and enjoy what they serve: good burritos, tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, and a good drink to go with that. Fresh food made fresh every single day. All right, we're just about ready. We got everybody in place. Referees are out on the field. They set the ball down. Cubs still haven't come out.
Oh, you got it?
The referees are taking their spot. Yep, there's the referee. I knew he was going to blow that whistle. He wants the Cubs to get out on the field. He's walking over and looking. I'm going to check with our producer, Ryan Johnson. And Ryan, can you remember the last time that the Cubs played Stayton and had a lead at halftime? Not even in the championship game last year. Yeah, I can't remember when the Cubs have had a lead. Jose Lopez leads the Cubs out onto the field, and here they are. Mm-hmm. Luis Reyes came out and he practiced and took a couple of shots in goal. The only problem was he was in the wrong goal. Now he's got to go down to where he should be. I guess it doesn't make any difference. They all look the same.
Yeah.
The Cubs are going to start out with the ball here. Just to let our producer know, we are 12 out of 24 at halftime.
That's good.
All right, we're waiting for the referee's whistle. He checks, makes sure the goalies are ready. Everybody's ready. Signals start the clock, and here we go. All right, Cubs now moving from our right to our left. Red shorts, blue jerseys with the white trim, white letters. Stayton moving from our left to our right. Black shorts, white tops, black lettering. Easy to spot those. There's a shot into the middle. Kai Daniels tips that away, sends it off to the corner, and that goes out.
So now Newport is still back to the same defensive plan from the beginning.
Throw-in coming up. There's the throw-in by Stayton, a short throw-in. There is a shot and a goal right off the bat. You could see that coming. I believe that's number 17. Number 17 for the Stayton Eagles, and that is Kevin Hernandez. Kevin Hernandez scored a couple of goals last year for Stayton in the game against Newport. So that ties this up at 1-1. 1 minute in.
No opportunity to stop that shot.
And Luis Reyes was kind of screened on that. I don't know if he saw it. So 1-1 our score. Cleared away. There's a shot wide right. a dangerous player, Kevin Hernandez. One to one our score now, just underway, second half action. Morrow Field at Newport High School. Newport Cubs 1, Stayton Eagles 1. Cubs goal in the first half, near the end of the first half by Juan Lopez. Eagles goal just to start the second half by Kevin Hernandez. Jose Gonzalez sends it back to Reyes. Long kick forward.
Oh.
Hernandez trying to get to it, see if he can get a shot away, dishes off, and just shoots it by. Cubs had a chance that time. Collision in the air. That's Jose Gonzalez who was up in the air there. Eagles with the ball. And that goes out. Going to be a throw-in.
Yeah, Newport needs to take care of the number 16. I'm guessing. I can see from here. It's kind of a little far away. But they need to cover the middle field because Stayton is getting the ball more quicker than Newport.
Eagles got three players standing right in the goal mouth. There's a header into the net. Another goal. And that goal, I believe, number 11 scored that goal. David Gomez, I believe, number 11. Another Stayton goal. So goals by Hernandez and Gomez make it 2-1 Stayton. We're only 6 minutes in here in the second half. Cubs need to get a goal back right now. Well, whatever.
So now Stayton is with 4-5 guys.
Whatever they talked
attacking
about at halftime seems to be working. Again, the Cubs only have one player forward, 3 or 4 defensemen. Again, a shot, a chip. Reyes goes up and gets it. They were trying to chip that over his head into the net, but Reyes got up and got it. Reyes, a long kick forward. In the middle, Oscar Jimenez, he goes down. Be a free kick from about the 21-yard line. Now they'll set the ball right on the 20. Gonzalez is there. Tristan Wolf is there. The referee is talking to one of the Stayton players. All right, free kick coming up. Gonzalez is going to take it. There's the shot blocked by the wall. And that ball goes out. Throw in. That was a quick throw in. Reyes is going to get that ball. Leaves it for Gonzalez. That was a scary play. Reyes went to kick the ball scary. And just kind of spun off his foot.
Newport need to stay calm, hold the ball a little longer so they can organize their attack.
Throw in coming up for Stayton. Cleared out.
Ooh.
Whoa, there was a big collision. Number 20 for Stayton. That's Jose Navarro. He took a big fall. Throw in. Ahead, Peterson. And he takes another big tumble. I'm sorry, that's not Peterson, that's 16, and that's 16. Alan Ruiz. That was a big hit, and the referee's talking to Stayton about that. It's a free kick coming up. Gonzalez is going to take it. Jose Gonzalez, 21, right in front of us. There's the kick towards the middle, headed away. Out of bounds. Gonzalez on the throw in, throws it towards the middle. Hope nobody there. Gonzalez goes back and gets it.
Oh, come on.
And referee's gonna issue a yellow card to Jose Gonzalez.
I think he was too picky in that call.
Gonzalez is gonna go over and take a seat on the bench. Referee issued him a yellow card. Didn't look like that deserved a yellow card to me, but just before that he had warned Stayton about a play. All right, referee signals the clock to start. Free kick, Stayton. Ball outside, Tristan Wolf in control. Wolf off on the side. Let's send the ball forward.
Oh, okay, that's a red card right there, I'm sure.
Player is down.
Wow.
A yellow card.
That was worse than Jose Gonzalez's foul.
That's a yellow card, and that's going to go. A really rough tackle that time. Number
13.
13. That's what I thought it was. 13, and that's Eric Gomez. Gomez gets a yellow card, so we got yellow cards for each team issued about 1 minute apart. Free kick coming up here for the Cubs.
It's Jose Gonzalez in the field.
Can't get Jose Gonzalez up in front of the net because he just got a yellow card. So, free kick coming up. Well, actually a throw-in.
Oh.
There's another collision and a Cub goes down. Can't tell who that is down, but player who was down is up for the Cubs.
That was another foul that the referee never called it.
That was worse than the other one, and no call there. The
I
player
agree.
who was down is Oscar Hernandez.
He got hurt. He's getting out.
One of our great sponsors is OSAA Care, and they're dedicated to the community and to the highest standard of eye care available. Long shot, and Ivan Paloya will pick that up. I'm sorry, Ivan Paleo.
Now Stayton is playing very smart, holding the ball, taking their time. So
We're about 15 minutes into the second half. 2-1 now, Stayton leads. I'm Dave Hall, along with Pedro Garcia, bringing you exciting action from Newport High School. The Cubs trail in this one 2-1. 15 minutes into the second half. Ball in the middle, cleared away. Reyes steps out of the net and he was yelling. I think he was yelling at his defenders. Throw in coming up from the side. There's the throw in all the way to the net. A header goes just off to the left.
Same play again. But no good defense from Newport.
Jose Gonzalez back in the game, number 21. He's in the back there. That ball goes way out. Cubs will let that one go. Actually, they're going to have to go get that ball. While they're doing that, I want to tell you about La Roca del Mar, the best Mexican restaurant in Newport, Oregon. Come and enjoy what they serve. Good burritos, tacos, fajitos, enchiladas, and good drinks to go with all that. Fresh food made fresh every day. In the middle, Cubs trying to clear that away. Gonzalez. He'll send that to Kai Daniels across the field. Good move, Stayton in the middle with the ball, and nice job, knocked away that time. And a player down. The player down is Alan Ruiz. He made that kick, and I think he might have turned his ankle. He's still down on the field. Play is going on, and that ball goes out. I think Ruiz might have twisted his ankle because he's still down. They're going to signal the trainer to come on it out, I think. Let's see. Or he's got a cramp. They're starting to act like he has a cramp. I want to remind you about our title sponsor, Clearwater Restaurant. They're proud to sponsor the defending state champion Newport Cubs high school soccer team. Clearwater Restaurant is on Newport's bayfront and gives you a one-of-a-kind dining experience with breathtaking views, playful sea lions, and award-winning gourmet food. Outdoor and indoor dining, full bar and lounge. Here's to a great year on and off the field from your friends at Clearwater's.
See, they're gonna throw the ball again to the same area and looking for the tallest guy.
Throw incoming. Stayton has been throwing the ball right in the middle and looking for somebody to head it in. That worked for him on one occasion. Here we go. Nope, they'll throw it right in front. Turn. Try to send something in front, and Reyes is standing there and catches it. Reyes knew right where to be that time. Nice long kick by Reyes. Outkicked the coverage, though. Wolf, Kai Daniels. Number 2 in the game for the Cubs now, and that is Chris Lee. Tristan Wolf kicked away. Now you can see Stayton has everybody back. They're playing smart right now, right, Pedro?
Right. Newport is trying to play a little, holding the ball a little more in their time, but Stayton is still playing an amazing game, passing quick, 1-2 touch, and they getting better passes than Newport.
Exactly. Throw in. Stayton. We're halfway through the second half, so about 20 minutes left in this game. Daniels. Going to send it back to Reyes. And that ball's going to go out a long way. While it's out, I got a chance to tell you about Canyon Way Dental. Canyon Way Dental is focused on providing families with the most comfortable dental care on the Oregon coast. Dr. Hewlett and his experienced staff are ready to help you with all your dental needs and ongoing dental health. Throw in, Cubs with the ball. Renee Peterson. Send it off on a wing to Kai Daniels, and Daniels sends it forward. There's a whistle. That'll be a free kick coming up for the Cubs. A push that time. Juan Lopez, number 10. Free kick coming up, and that's Tristan Wolf.
They're gonna have a play.
Wolf towards the middle. Oh, ball loose in front.
Excellent play. Beautiful pass from Tristan to Jose Gonzalez. Too bad there wasn't goal.
That was a great play. Wolf cut in front, then passed it off. There was a shot. It was loose in front, a scramble, and cleared away. Jose Gonzalez. You know, I think you're right, Pedro. I think the more time that Newport takes to set something up, the better they get at it down there. Now, that ball went a long way away. They're just going to leave that one over there. La Roca Del Mar, it's the best Mexican restaurant in Newport, Oregon. Come and enjoy what they serve. Good burritos, tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, and a good drink to go with that. Fresh food made fresh every day.
Ooh. It's corner kick. And Stayton on the same page, they still attacking Newport. You can see all the people offense.
Right. Corner kick coming up, and Stayton has 3 guys right in front of the net. There's a header, went past. How does that happen that they have so many men standing right in front of the goalie and there's not defenders there?
That's right, like I'm saying, it looks like a Newport is winning the game, but it's not like that.
If it sounds like we've got a tractor up here in the booth with us, our crowd mic's down on the field and the golf cart keeps driving in front of it.
It's the golf cart is picking up the balls around the soccer field.
Throw in for the Cubs. Nice kick forward. Arzola Guzman. And that goes out. Be a throw-in coming up for the Cubs. Number 17 in the game for the Cubs. That is Ben Perius. You're right. They went out. They drove the cart over to somebody's backyard to pick up one of those soccer balls over there. We've got about 15 minutes left to go in this game. Cubs trail by 1, 2-1. Cubs got 4 players forward now, but knocked away. That's going to go out, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Cubs. I'm sorry.
For Stayton.
For Stayton. There's a corner headed towards the middle. A jump in the front, cleared away though by the Cubs. That was dangerous, and there's a goal. On a rebound, a goal ball came out, and a goal. Ryan, did you catch the number on the goal? All right, number 9. Number 9 on the goal for Newport. I'm sorry, for Stayton. And let's see, that would be David Ramirez. So
Yeah, I think that was a big mistake from the defense, and Jose Gonzalez tried to recuperate the ball, and the guy take advantage from their bounce and kick it on the ground.
right, the ball's on the ground. It's kind of bouncing around. Somebody got a foot out and got a foot on it and kicked it towards the net, and I don't know that Reyes saw much of it. 3-1 now.
Well, Caps needs to go push up more people, forward strikers.
Right. The Cubs can't win playing defense now. There's a whistle and a foul. It'll be on the Cubs.
And you cannot play defense with the Stayton team. Stayton team is very aggressive, and all these people run pretty quick, and they pass the ball quicker. They don't hold the ball.
There's a yellow card on Oscar Hernandez.
7.
Down on the ground, that's number 10 for the Eagles, and that is Jair Navarro. Canyon Way Dental is focused on providing families with the most comfortable dental care on the Oregon coast. Dr. Hewlett and his experienced staff are ready to help you with all your dental needs and ongoing dental care. All right, the players still down.
They's getting smart, taking their time. They winning, so.
Free kick coming up. He's going to get up now.
Oh, wow. He shouldn't do that. He shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I might have said that was not very sportsmanlike. There's a kick, a long kick, faded off to the right. And a little bit of extracurricular action that time. Same player. When he went down, when he got up, he jumped up and he put up his hands to signal 3-1. Yeah. So that's what the Stayton crowd was cheering about. Then when he went down to the other end, he got knocked down. Jose Gonzalez knocked him down. When he got up, he took a swipe at him. So that ball out of bounds. Throw in coming up. We're about 10 minutes left in the game with the Eagles leading 3-1. It's a high kick towards the middle. It was headed towards the goal. Reyes drifted off to the right and caught that. We had one goal in the first half. We've had 3 in the second, all by Stayton. Cubs need to move the ball forward. Free kick coming up for the Cubs. Somebody grabbed a hold of Tristan Wolf and just held on to him that time. Jose Gonzalez take that kick. They're going to send it back. Gonzalez off on the side. Kai Daniels to throw it in for the Cubs. Sends it back to Peterson. Taken away by the Eagles. Jose Gonzalez and pushed down. And pushed down by the same player who was causing all the commotion just a minute ago. For Stayton, number 10, that is Jair Navarro, and now he gets a yellow card. So let's see, that's 5 yellow cards we've had issued in this game, 5. And Navarro will go take a seat. Pushed Jose Gonzalez down. Gonzalez now moves forward.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes they need to do something, and especially because Stayton is still playing the same. They don't give up. Just keep running, pushing up. Great job from the Stayton team.
This game started at 6, so we're at 7:28, and we're probably about 7-8 minutes left to go here in this game. Still daylight.
Beautiful. in the calls in Newport, Oregon.
Beautiful. This is Tristan Wolf. We'll have a couple of substitutions coming into the game. In fact, 4, 3. 3 players. Tristan Wolf lined up on the kick, and Gonzalez is down. He's kind of standing towards the middle. A couple of players off to each wing. 6 defenders right there in the middle for Stayton. Wolf in the middle. Ball up and loose. And now cleared away. Way downfield. Daniels goes after it. Going to send the ball back to Reyes. Gonzalez. Stayton ahead. And a throw-in coming up for Stayton. Well, we're down to a little more than 5 minutes left to go in this game. Cubs are going to have to get something going. They trail by 2, 3-1. There's a shot wide to the right. Takes a high bounce. Reyes gets it. Reyes sets up for the kick. Low driving kick out to midfield. Gonzalez takes the ball away, still with it, sends it forward. Hernandez, and knocked out of bounds by the Eagles.
Somebody got hurt, number 2 from Newport. He's calling the coach. He needs a substitution.
That's Chris Lee, and he's going to kneel down. Referee saw it.
Yeah, Newport push up already. You can tell there's 6 people pushing up for the last 5 minutes. We'll see what happens now.
And Chris Lee, and he's going to hobble off the field. Rather than go all the way across the field, I think he's just going to hobble off here. And all right. Let's see, checking in. Number 15 for the Cubs.
Oh.
Couldn't find 15, and then I realized Coach Richardson wrote him down on the roster for me. That is Roger Garza.
Corner kick.
Corner kick coming up. Cubs need this. There's the kick, low driving kick, headed away. Gonzalez goes and gets it. That ball goes out. Cubs throw in. And that's, let's see, Tristan Wolf's going to come off. Gonzalez will make the throw in for the Cubs. Bounces it to Hernandez. Hernandez kicks it back towards the goal. There's a header just off to the side. Nice effort that time by the Cubs, but no goal. A really nice effort by the player who just came in, Roger Garza. Trouble, that's Hernandez. And the offside flag went up.
I think that was an offside.
Just as he crossed over there with the ball, and just before he swung his foot to kick it, the offside flag went up. Break there for the Cubs. Couple of minutes left in the game here. Waiting for the throw in. Kevin Hernandez to throw the ball in for Stayton. For Stayton. There's the throw in. And that ball picked up by Reyes. Reyes comes forward. Very long kick, might be the longest kick of the night. Forward in the middle, Gonzalez. Can't get a shot away. Gonzalez loose inside, still can't get a shot away. Big opportunity there, and Jose Gonzalez could not get a shot either time. Hernandez cross into the middle and kicked away. Nice job defensively. Ball still in play and now kicked out. OSAA Eye Care is dedicated to the community and to the highest standard of eye care available. Throw in, here it comes. Long throw in towards the middle. Reyes, a great save, another great save. But fell back in. That's a goal. That's a goal.
That's a goal from Stayton. And I think Stayton still in his own program. They come over and still playing the same. Don't give any opportunity to Newport and pressure very good.
You know, Luis Reyes made two great saves, and he was under heavy attack right there in front. Made a save on the first, made a save on the second, got his hand on a third shot, fell back into the net. That's a goal. 4-1 our score. We're very close to the end of this game. I didn't get the player on that final goal because there were so many people in front of the net there. So
Stayton wants some more. This is one more. Come on.
Last year they won a game here, not here. They won a game at Stayton 7-1. A couple of substitutions that coming in late for the Eagles. 4-1 our score. Reyes. Referee signals kick the ball. He does. Down the side, Stayton isn't happy with 4. They want 5. There's a shot high. Reyes got his hands up. It was high though. Jose Gonzalez sends the ball forward. Jimenez turns around. There's in front.
Wow.
Oh, try to pass to Gonzalez and just missed it.
Great idea. Too bad number 7 and Jose Gonzalez never got the ball.
Jimenez made a great pass, but they just didn't click right at the very end. Keep in mind, Stayton ranked number 2 in the state, Woodburn number 1 at 4A. Stayton showing they got lots of talent.
I think the big problem for Newport, that was when the defense number 20 got hurt, so he had to leave the defense. That's when it started the whole problem in Newport.
He had certainly anchored the middle of the defense. That ball cleared outside. Four to 1 our score, Stayton leads. We're in the last minute or so of this game. Throw in for Stayton. That ball goes out. Going to be a throw-in coming up for the Eagles. Free kick. There's a kick towards the goal wide right. Reyes goes way back to get the ball. Reyes with the kick. Throw in, Kai Daniels sends it into Gonzalez. Throw in for the Eagles. Cubs with the throw in. I heard him say over the line. Throw in was over the line. Free kick. Throw in coming up for the Cubs. Referee, I don't know if they saw, I put his arm up and looked at his clock. There's the throw in. Daniels into Garza. Back to Garza. Garza doing good since he got in the game. There's Wolf to Gonzalez, Jose Gonzalez. Towards the middle and just wide left. Player down, a Stayton player down. I think that's a cramp. That's what that is. So we're in the final seconds of this game. 4-1, Stayton leads. It was 1-0 Newport at the end of the first half. That coming on a goal by Juan Lopez. But 4 goals here in the second half for the Eagles have determined the end of this game. That player is going to be helped off the field. Goal kick coming up. This is Ivan Palaio. Free kick coming up for the Eagles. Booming kick down towards the middle. Reyes picks that ball just in front of Stayton Eagle. Gonzalez.
Oh.
Maybe they thought one more last rush down the field and cleared away by the Eagles. Throw in. There's the ball on the ground. Reyes picks it up. Reyes with a kick. There it is. There's the end of the game. Referee's whistle, and that is the end of this game. Our final score here at Newport High School in a matchup of Oregon West Conference powerhouses in boys 4A soccer. The final score, Stayton 4, Newport 1. I want to thank our title sponsors tonight for their support. Clearwater's Restaurant. Clearwater Restaurant is proud to sponsor the defending state champ Newport Cubs soccer team. Clearwater Restaurant on Newport's Bayfront gives you a one-of-a-kind dining experience with breathtaking views, playful sea lions, and award-winning gourmet food. Outdoor and indoor dining, full bar, and lounge. Here's to a great year on and off the field from your friends at Clearwater. And Canyon Way Dental. Canyon Way Dental is focused on providing families with the most comfortable dental care on the Oregon coast. Dr. Hewlett and the experienced staff are ready to help you with all your needs. This game was 1-0 just prior to the end of the first half on a goal by Juan Lopez, and that with about a minute to go in the first half. But it was 4 goals in the second half for the Stayton Eagles. The first coming 1 minute into the second half, that was a goal by Kevin Hernandez. Then 6 minutes into the half, a goal by David Gomez. 27 minutes into the half, a goal by David Ramirez, and then a goal there in the last minute or two, and I didn't get the number on that to make our final score 4-1. Let's see, Pedro, your thoughts on the game?
Well, I think that everything started after the guy number 20 from Newport and defense, he got hurt. So all the defense getting weak. And Newport always play only with one striker, so it's impossible that you make opportunities. And Stayton never give up. He always try harder and harder and pushing up Newport. So that's why they make those scores. I think they deserve the win for Stayton.
All right, so let's see. Stayton goes to 3-0 so far this season. The Cubs go to 2-2. One of those losses to South Albany, a 5A school. And so that's where they stand now in the Oregon West Conference. Want to thank the people here at Newport High School, the athletic director, head coach Ollie Richardson, for their help and support in getting us on the air. Our crew tonight, our producer, cameraman, engineer, the whole thing, Ryan Johnson, my broadcast partner, Pedro Garcia. Pedro, nice job. Look forward to seeing you again.
My pleasure. Thank you for the invite.
I want to remind you of the upcoming events here at Oregon Sports Beat tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Lincoln High School will entertain Southridge. I'll be there to do the play-by-play in that game along with Andrew Sharp and Steve Roberts. And then Oregon Sports Beat will go on the road Saturday. We have a game Saturday night at 6 o'clock in Seattle. The Central Catholic Rams, many people think they're the best team in the state, although they did lose a game last week to West Lynn 47-41 in overtime. They will be entertained by the Eastside Catholic of Seattle. That will be part of a weekend. Ryan, you were telling me it's a weekend experience where all of the teams kind of play. I know Battleground is going up to play in that. 5 games on Friday and Saturday. Central Catholic from Oregon will go up. Battleground's going to go up. So it'll be exciting, and Oregon Sports Beat will be there to bring you that game. So on behalf of everybody here at Oregon Sports Beat from Newport High School, I'm Dave Hall. Our final score, Stayton 4, Newport 1. Good night, everybody.